Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Today, guys, we're going to be diving down into the charts for Harmony One. Now, as we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, go ahead, check out a link in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. We actually have a whole dedicated channel to Harmony One down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. Right, let's dive right down into this and see what's going on here with Harmony One's price action. So we're just here on the hourly chart. We haven't actually analyzed this for a little while. We can see that obviously we had a kind of really choppy move to the downside, and there's not really like a definitive set of waves inside there. It's basically just very, very choppy, very overlappy, and ultimately we ended up with a low point here and a high point here, right? And this actually looks more like a definitive move on the hourly chart, and then we obviously find that this area of support, right? So for the most part, we have a lot of overlaps. I'm not going to mark all of these up. There's just a lot of ABC corrections inside there, and the biggest one to note is probably going to be right in here. A, B, and C to that effect. And then we have another one just over here, but I'm not going to mark them all up. I'm just going to draw a few of these on so you get the idea, right? So inside there's just a bunch of ABCs. Then we get to this this move here. Now this is the important one because we had a pretty significant push upwards, and we can mark that here to show you the percentages. It's 18%, right? Let me just move that one out of the way for a sec, right? So 18% up, and then we started to pull back down. And this one here looks like it is potentially impulsive. And I say potentially, but there's again a lot of overlap. So we're going to probably have to roll this up into a 4-hourly chart to see that. Yeah, it's not really, it's just one wave. So let's go back down a sec here. So what we have here is an A wave going up. And this, I think, is a B wave, and then maybe we'll get the higher move. Now, with this, let's actually go down into the 30-minute chart. Yeah, okay, so it's more that this is 5 waves, possibly. I don't even think it is, actually. It's just ABC inside there. That's really, really long. Okay, cool. Let me now roll it back up into our hourly, right? So on the wave count, what we should be looking for is a C wave higher. However, I'm not convinced that is something that we're going to see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how this plays out. I'm going to assume that this wave count is what we're looking at. We've got a definitive A wave up. We have a big B wave coming down just here, and we are trying to track higher with the C wave, right? But then we're just trading sideways. Now, on this hourly chart, we've got reasonably good stochastic RSI. It is lowering down a bit, so we're getting corrective moves without doing anything on the price here. Now, what I want to do is I want to take a deeper look at this sideways trade, because we are forming some kind of triangular wedge. And I want to have a look at this. If we are in fact in this B wave, then we should see something like an Elliott wave triangle or something to that effect. So if we were to go ahead, and I think we'd be better off putting this one just over here and get those 2 touch points right. So as we come down this here, then we would be, would basically be, let me grab this, an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, maybe then E wave here, and then a break to the upside, possibly. Okay, so as we think about what's going on, this being our B wave low, we've got the A wave coming in with an ABC, the B wave going up with an ABC, the C wave with an ABC, the D wave with an ABC, and then we're ABC into E at this point just here, falling short, and then we're tracking up, right? And what we want is we want to see this as wave 1, wave 2, an overextended C wave, and then out something to this effect. Obviously, our C wave target is here. I think we aren't going to hit that exactly. I think we are going to end up relatively flat, and I'm going to mark that right there with a horizontal ray, and I'm going to make this one green as a bit of a reference point. We think that is probably where things are going to land for Harmony now. So interesting, right? And the reason that I say that I don't think we're going to have huge price action here is the stochastic RSI on that 4-hourly is heading up into the overbought area. So we'd need to see that wiped out at some point before we can really see significant pushes to the upside. Now, it can, of course, push up there. It's fine. We've seen it before with this A wave, but it would take something quite substantial to do it. The 8-hour is in a good spot, so we could see it move up there. The daily is in a really good spot. The weekly is in a good spot, and the monthly is heading into a really good spot. So overall, Harmony is actually looking pretty good. So if we do actually have this triangle play out and we do get that impulsive break to the upside, then that actually be pretty good. Now, if that will follow the direction of Bitcoin, so if Bitcoin is doing what I think it's going to do and head up towards $47,500, then you can bet that that Harmony 1 is also going to follow that direction, and it is going to move upwards, and it's going to hit those really good areas as well. Okay, so really clear A wave coming up, really clear B wave coming down into the triangle as we start to lose the transactional kind of volume. Say transactional volume, the trading volume coming in here. We get stuck into this triangular wedge. We lower that stochastic RSI on the daily, try to lower the 4-hourly if possible, and then get a huge break to the upside where we should be targeting out, this area here of about 14.2 cent minimum. And I think from there, we would then potentially push a little bit higher, but it really depends on whether or not we have the momentum behind the price action to do so. So that's kind of what's going on there. Now, as if we jump up into our daily chart, we can actually take a look at that structure. We do have a corrective pattern here that's played out. We had that low point come in. We do have the ability to go down a little bit lower, right? So 10.1 is something that we still might see on the cards here as we complete this this fourth wave corrective move, which I think ultimately might be a part of something much bigger. Okay, so what we have is this actually being wave 4 here. This might be an impulsive move upwards, right? Because we do have 5 waves inside here. So we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Inside this area. This could be an ABC correction, wave 2, and then we go up higher. I spoke about this on the live stream a few days ago. It could mean that Harmony 1 has a much higher price expectation than many expect, but it is too soon to really say. It could, of course, just be A, B, and C moving on up into the new all-time highs. So one to watch out for. I think there's a lot going on here. We are looking for the end of this corrective move. Potentially 10.1 is the end of that. But looking at the weekly stochastic, the monthly stochastic, I don't think we really need to see too much more correction. I think it's actually pretty much ready to kind of get going again. So we've done a lot of the corrective work. We've dropped down a lot of percentage points, some fantastic opportunities to dollar cost average as we've dropped 71%. I think, yeah, we're in a really good spot, and I think we are likely to start to see the next wave starting to appear to move upwards and go up into new all-time high, which will be fantastic. So guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you have found this video useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you are going to be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.